evening students, welcome to my YouTube channel. We have already started the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. We have done the first stanza of the poem. In this video we will continue with the second and the third stanza of the poem. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel, then subscribe it. Moreover, like and share the video. Also comment in the comment box. The first stanza we have already done. I will put the link of that video in this video. You can see it from the description box. Let's start the second stanza. Before that, let me tell you, in the first stanza we had talked about the qualities of the tiger which were made by Aunt Jennifer. Here in the second stanza we will talk about the main character. Who was the main character? I have told you in the previous video, that is Aunt Jennifer. Okay, the tigers which she used to make were very fearless, brave, bold. But which type of lady was Aunt Jennifer? Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the every needle hard to pull. The messy weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now see what she is trying to tell us. Here, through these 4 lines, we come to know that she was not a bold lady. She was afraid of her husband. Okay, she was afraid of her husband. She cannot do what she wanted to do. Which line shows that she was very much afraid of, because fingers fluttering through, like when she was making the tigers and trying to pull the needle. This ivory means this is made of the teeth of elephant. Okay, हाथी दांत से बनी हुई जो needle होती है उसको बोलते हैं ivory needle. ठीक है, it is very difficult for her to pull the needle because she was afraid of her husband. Maybe her husband did not allow her to do this work. Okay, or maybe she was thinking some other things, means how he used to beat her, किस तरीके से उसके ऊपर हुक्म चलाया जाता है. Maybe she was thinking these things. ठीक है, so that was the reason. Clear? Means she was mentally traumatized. ठीक है, डरी हुई हैं. ठीक है, that was the reason her fingers are fluttering. ठीक है, fluttering means shaking, कांपना. First is, here is alliteration. Okay, FF, fingers fluttering. Okay, and due to that it has become very difficult for her to pull the needle. The messy weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer. Here band is a ring, wedding ring. Okay, the wedding ring which Uncle had put in her finger during their marriage, that was like a weight for her. Why? Because she was dominated by her husband after the marriage. Okay, so that ring, which is a sign of beautiful relation, has become a burden for her. Okay, clear? Hyperbole is used here. Massive weight of band, because the ring, the ring which we wear in our finger, that is very light in the weight. Okay, so means exaggerated sentence or statement is given. किसी बात को बढ़ा चढ़ा के बताना, that is hyperbole. Okay, heavy weight किस चीज़ का? wedding ring का. Clear? Sits upon Aunt Jennifer's hand, means this ring has put a heavy burden on her hand. Here sits is a word, ठीक है, because this is used for the living beings. Sit, stand, that is a personification. Okay, but the poet is trying to show that the lady Aunt Jennifer, she is very much afraid of her husband. Okay, so here 2 things she was telling, that whatever fear she has in her heart, means she did not want to be fearful. She wanted to be fearless. वो हमें कैसे पता चलता है शी वांटेड टू बी अ फियरलेस एंड ब्रेव एंड बोल्ड, वो किस तरीके से पता चलता है, बाय सीइंग द टाइगर्स विच शी इज मेकिंग, ठीक है, क्योंकि शी इज मेकिंग द करेक्टर विच इज टोटली अपोजिट टू हर ओन करेक्टर, ठीक है। तो ये जो पोएम है दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एन आयरनी ऑल्सो, ठीक है, आयरनी एंड कंट्रास्ट, कंट्रास्ट क्यों है, बिकॉज आंट जेनिफर इज a Corda's lady, but she was making the tigers which are a symbol of braveness. So symbolism is also there, because here like tigers are there, tigers are a symbol of braveness. Screen, okay, a world of green, these are a symbol of that panel which she was on which she was creating the tigers, okay. So here symbolism is also used. Contrast is there, contrast, why the contrast is there, because the lady is compared to the tiger, okay. Now the last stanza, when aunt is dead her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by, the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid, proud and unafraid. So what she wants in the last stanza, here the poet has compared Aunt Jennifer life with her art, okay, what will happen after her death, okay. In this stanza the poet wants to say, what the poet wants to say, that after the death, okay, she will be free forever, she will die, okay, but the art never dies, okay, clear. Here she wants to say in this stanza, clear. When aunt is dead her terrified hands, her hands are terrified, terrified hands, there the poetic device used is synecdoche, synecdoche, synecdoche or transferred epithet. What is synecdoche or transferred epithet? Because here terrified hands are used na, but we are not telling about here hands, okay. Hands is used for Aunt Jennifer herself, means when Aunt Jennifer will die she will lie, means she would be buried or she would be burnt, okay, clear. Will lie, lie means lie down, will fall down. Here lie gives two meanings, one is her hands will lie down after the death, second they will alive forever, why, because of the tigers that she has made, because of her art. So which poetic device is used here, that is pun. Pun क्या होता है, the word, one word when it is giving us two meanings, ओके तो यहाँ पे जो पन क्यों यूज़ किया गया है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे लाई जो है वो दो मीनिंग्स को क्लैरिफिकेशन दे रहा है। एक तो ये कि मरने के बाद हैंड्स विल फॉल डाउन, दूसरा ये क्या कह रहा है कि आफ्टर द डेथ हर हैंड्स विल लाई फॉर एवर, मीन्स अलाइव फॉर एवर ड्यू टू द आर्ट विच शी हैज़ क्रिएटेड। क्लियर? Still ringed with ordeals, ordeals means the orders or the tortures which she was facing. These all ringed has also two meanings. One is ringed finger, on which the the finger in which the ring was there, and she was saying कि after the death the ring will be still in her finger, कि मरने के बाद भी उसको उन ऑडियल्स से छुटकारा नहीं मिलेगा। वो हमें कहाँ से पता चल रहा है कि वो अपने हस्बैंड के ऑडियल्स के अंडर ही रहेगी, क्योंकि उसके हाथों में मरने के बाद भी वो रिंग अभी तक है। ठीक है. सो इट हैज सेकेंड मीनिंग इज एंट्रैप्ड इन द मैरिज. ठीक है, कि मरने के बाद भी वो मैरिज में एंट्रैप्ड रहेगी. क्यों? क्योंकि अभी भी फिंगर जो है उसके रिंग जो है उसकी फिंगर में ही है. शी वॉज मास्टर्ड बाय, हु वॉज मास्टरिंग हर हस्बैंड. बट the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Here तो alliteration is there. ठीक है, so here she is giving the contrast. Here again contrast is there, that she will die, but the tigers which she was making, they will go on prancing, means jumping, with proud and with the fearlessness. They will move like in the starting we had read, na, they pace in a sleek chivalric certainty. Same, they will jump, okay, proudly and without any fear. Okay, so now firstly see the rhyming scheme in this poem. If we see last words, screen, green, a, tree, certainty, b, a, b. If we see the second stanza, wool, pull, then band, hand, a, b. Okay, so here the rhyming scheme is a, b. A, b. Okay, you can also say that the rhyming is couplet. Couplet has come from the word couple. It has come from the word couple, like husband wives are couple. Okay, so these are the rhymings are in a couple, pair. They are in a pair. That is the reason that is a couplet. Okay, so at last let me tell you the message the poet wants to give through this poem. The poet wants to give us a message that a lady should be brave, bold and must take stand for herself. Okay, and second, the message the poet is giving is a man or a human being is a mortal, but the art is immortal. Is a mortal, but the art is immortal. Okay, and the second is a woman should be brave, bold and must take stand for herself. Okay, these are the two messages the poet want to give us through this poem. So all this for today. Very soon I will come with my new video. Till then, bye students.